Natural selection prevails in the Wuyi Mountains. The wisdom of survival is demonstrated everywhere. Orchids that grow in the valleys are an outstanding evidence for evolution. Behind its beauty and fragrance, there is always a brilliant method of survival. A hungry Chinese honeybee smells the strong aroma of the flowers. It is the flowery orchid that sends the sweet smells to lure the honeybee to the flowers. However, it hasn't found any nectar yet. Finally, the honeybee has managed to escape with a piece of sticky pollen stuck to its back. The honeybee hesitates, but the maroon spots on the labella of the flowery orchid imply that the nectar here is more than you need. Once again, the honeybee trusts its own experience, which results in the blending of the pollen. And so, cross-pollination is accomplished. The orchid is one of the world's most diverse plant species. In about every 20 plant species across the world, there is an orchid. The warm and humid basin of the Wuyi Mountains is home to nearly 100 kinds of orchids. Most of the orchids grow by cliffs and waterfalls between 300 and 1,600 meters above sea level. Year-round streams and calcium-rich volcanic rocks provide the best nutrients for their growth. In fact, in the orchid family, 1/3 of the species don't produce nectar. In the blooming spring of the Wuyi Mountains, how do the orchids without nectar get the honeybee to help them pollinate and reproduce? The secret lies in this special petal. Most flowers have identically shaped petals that surround the stamen and pistil, while the orchid has a petal distinctive from the others. Botanists call it the code of the orchid. The color and shape of the petal have evolved, telling the insects that there is plenty of nectar. The trick doesn't always prove effective. As a result, the fruiting rates for some orchid species are even lower than 10%. Yet the cross-pollination brings about high-quality seeds as a remedy for the low fruiting rate. Numerous orchid seeds drift in the wind. Whether by the streams or on the cliffs, they will eventually take root in the Wuyi Mountains. After 76 million years of evolution, orchids have developed remarkable wisdom and more than 20,000 different species. Nature's evolutionary process is eternal.